All right, I am adding everyone and mute phones. Happy Wednesday. I'm gonna see if I can put the lights on behind me.
I shut my video off.
Well, let
You
me
want to
mute.
take it down? I'll beat you. Can you take it?
There we go. All right. So we are going to wait for everybody to pop on. How does that happen? Let's try that again. I don't understand Zoom. All right, let me do a post, let everybody know that we are here. You guys can all hear me, right? Okay. While we're waiting for anyone, has anyone ever done the Ancestry DNA? You did? I did too. I keep getting emails every day. You have a new third cousin. You have a new eighth cousin removed, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, there's no way these people are related to me, but I guess they are at some point, but crazy. All right. You guys are so funny with the blurred background. I can't hear you, Larissa. You're muted. Oh, I know. She's talking for your benefit. Your daughter looks beautiful for her first day of school today. You're welcome. I don't know if you just said thank you, but you're welcome. Looked like you did. All right, we're gonna give it one more minute and then we are gonna get started. I gave you guys our topic last meeting of what it was gonna be today. And funny enough, one of the topics actually falls from last week into this week also. So it's kind of a dual kind of thing. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to get started. Happy Wednesday, everyone. We have exactly 4 weeks from today for this challenge because I gave you guys all those extra weeks. I leave next Thursday for my trip. So we'll have a meeting Wednesday. We won't have live meetings for 2 weeks. but I will put in the important announcement group 2 meetings that you guys should be watching. I'm going to actually do it on the day of, so that it feels like you guys have a meeting. Because I'll have Wi-Fi and all that stuff. I will still be looking at your numbers. I will still be helping you guys hit your numbers. I will still be your coach. I'm on vacation. You guys are not on vacation. So you still have to do what you're doing as if I'm here, right? Yes. Awesome. Okay. I'm starting a new challenge in the app. And I feel like a lot of people missed the boat on this one, because I put the people in that I knew would be participating in it, just so I could test it, to be totally honest with you. So there was a couple of you, I would say the ones that I thought that would. Stacy, Lauren, Erin, Naseem, Candace, Janine. I know they were looking at the challenge, and that's why I did it. I had people messaging me, how many habits does this person have? And what are they doing for this? Because if you have more than 2 habits, then you got more points than somebody that didn't have more than 2 habits. So somebody actually had me add a habit, I'm not saying who it is, so that they would be in line with my sister who had the most points. And it was for 30 days. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you weren't in like my beta group, because I knew that you were probably too busy to do it. Danae, you're in it. You got some points there. Looking to see who's on the meeting right now, who's in it. They don't even, it's not alphabetical order. It's in points order. I won't call out the 0 pointers that I put in here. So anyway, this goes away tomorrow. And we are starting a new challenge, and it's different things. It's actually not going to start till Monday. But it's 30 days of focus. It's different things that I ask of you guys. And let's see, what did I ask? I don't even know if I could see that on here. Let's see. Oh yeah. Cardio activity, workout completed, daily habit completed, personal best set, and hit your daily nutrition goal. So those all were the challenge. So I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to ask everybody who wants to be in this challenge this time. And as many people that join the challenge, I personally am putting $1 in per person. So if 50 people join this challenge, the focus challenge, it's free for you guys. It's part of the program. You will get $50 from me. Danny, me, awesome. So you're going to have to message me, because I'm not going to remember who says me in the Zooms. But I will need to know if you're going to be in it. If you don't let me know before Monday, you don't get to be in it. It's not like the step challenges where you can join anytime. I want everybody to have their fair 30 days to do what you got to do. Someone told me that I can put steps in there. So I have to figure out how to do that. Like if you hit your 10,000 steps, it counts. It might be part of the habits, which you guys already have. So, but there's a way to, supposedly there's a way to put in your number. So I'm not sure if we're going to do that or not, but I'll keep you posted on that. And you guys should all see, if you're part of the challenge, you should see it on your dash. Stacy, Danae, do you guys see it on your dash? Okay, good. Can you see who's winning and all that stuff? Okay, good. That's what I want. All right. Love a little friendly competition, especially when you guys are doing nothing except the work and I'm paying for it. But it's fun for me, and it's fun. It'll be fun for you guys too. The second thing I'm doing, and it's not until November, and it's, you guys can do it. But it's to get people that are afraid of me and afraid of the Shred Tribe to be comfortable with it. So I am doing a free 10-day walking challenge. I'm going to create a Facebook group so that they're not in the app, because you have to be a Shred Triber to be in the app. That's a privilege. But you guys can join the walking challenge, but every day I will give you a new assignment for your next day. In the Facebook group, we'll talk about nutrition. We'll talk about tips you guys can share. And the person, it's free. I said this already, it's free. The top 3 people that get steps in those 10 days are going to get prizes. One obviously is going to be Shred Tribe prize, but I now have a couple of sponsors for the Shred Tribe. So One Up Nutrition, Built Bar Nutrition, and Ideal Nutrition are offering me like prizes for stuff. So that's amazing that I don't have to pay for those things anymore. That we are now known enough that people are offering me stuff. So those are going to be prizes. I don't know what else going to be prizes, but just so you know what's coming up, it's going to lead us into Thanksgiving so that you guys can all stay focused and motivated with all that when we get crazy busy for the holidays. Okay. And you can invite your friends. That's what I want you to do. I want you to invite your friends and your family. I love OSNAP macros also. Great recipes. I am the coach, and there's many of us that don't cook, that don't make recipes. I literally have had my Ninja Creamy for, I think, a week and a half now, and I've made the exact same creamies in my frozen yogurt creamy. I take my protein powder, my premium, and I pour it in, put it in the freezer. Next day, I put in the creamy, and that's what I eat. So I've not done all the crazy recipes that are out there, and I need to figure out the Run the Edge early bird reservation. I paid for it, and not one of my steps has counted, and I'm synced. So I do need to find that out, but I will talk about it, Stacey. So I definitely love that you guys are sharing like these other people that have great recipes. So OSNAP Macros is a great person that has recipes. And I love all the engagement in the app lately, sharing recipes, sharing your, what we talked about, your victories or your wins from last week. That motivates others. I had somebody actually message me and say, it's so nice to see that I'm not alone, and that other people are saying, I need to get tracking. I need to get refocused. Misery loves company, but it's also great support for everybody. So for those that have not commented on that, please go into the memes and motivation. And I had said, we have 4 weeks remaining in this challenge. What is your goal to achieve? Not necessarily 10 pounds of weight loss, but what's your goal for the next 4 weeks? Maybe for Larissa to eat actual protein. Like chewing. We'll work on it. I'm finding out things for you. Okay, so I think that is all my housekeeping. And please don't feel like you cannot message me while I'm away. I promise you I will be on my phone a lot. Not when I'm doing like the excursion stuff, but I'll be on my phone a lot. Okay, I'm a very bad vacationer. I don't like taking vacations. I like working. It's just who I am. And this is really funny. Someone commented in, like, I'm in a cruise group for the cruise that I'm going on Facebook. And someone said, is anybody planning on doing the walking track in the mornings? And so I'm not saying their names, but there are 2 people in the Shred Tribe that are on the cruise that, like, we just became friends through the group, and now they're in the Shred Tribe. So they commented in there, and they were like, oh, well, Shannon's going to start walking. So now I have like an actual Shred Tribe walking group on the cruise. So that'd be so fun. That excites me. How crazy is that? So you might see us. Can you go live while you're in Europe? I'm assuming you can, right? They have all the same technologies we do. I don't know. But we'll find out about that. Do you know how excited I got about that? Okay. So last week I told you guys the topic was going to be 13 laws, quote unquote, for muscle building and eating for muscle and habits for muscle. I'm not going to go over all 13 because 1 or 2 of them I do and don't agree with, and we're going to talk about that. But the number 1 law to gain muscle, and I wanted to, people are like, I don't want to gain muscle. I don't want to be all big and bulky and bodybuilder. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about having enough muscle on your body that it burns fat. And the more muscle you have on your body, the more fat your body burns. If you don't have muscle, your body will hold on to the fat. Okay. And I think we talked about that last week. So number one thing, does anyone want to guess before I say it? I see those guns, Danae. No. No. I mean, that's a given. In order to get muscle, you have to lift weights, all right? Okay, number one thing, consume enough protein. So proteins are aminos. Aminos and protein are building blocks. If you don't, what your body uses with protein is it repairs your muscles. It makes your muscles grow. It makes you stronger. It helps with, I see your muscles. It helps with recovery. I see everything. I have 2 boys. I see everything. I can scan everything. And it helps you build new muscle. So last week I told you, we don't build muscle in the gym. You're not building muscle in the gym. You're tearing down your muscle in the gym. It's outside of the gym where your muscle gets repaired is when it grows. So when you look in the mirror and you're like, oh my God, look how swollen I am after I just worked out, how much my muscles built. No, they're swollen because they're breaking, they're tearing, they're damaged. But that's exactly what you want. So when you get done, you should be having protein to repair the damage you just did. So rule of thumb, for the normal person, 1 gram of protein for every pound you weigh. For the normal person, not even one that wants to lose body fat, not even one that wants to build muscle. I weigh 145 pounds on a good day, and I eat over 197 grams of protein a day because I work out all day long. So I have to sustain every time I break down that muscle. So if you're not eating your body weight in protein, we need to have a conversation. We need to figure out how to get you there, or as close to that number as possible. Obviously, you're not going to do it overnight. If you weigh 150 pounds and you're eating 30 grams of protein every day, do not expect you to flip the switch and tomorrow you're going to eat 150 grams of protein. It's baby steps, and we will get there. And the best way to get in a lot of protein at one sitting is to use protein that is high quality protein. I'm not meaning like you spend a fortune on protein powder. That's not meaning high quality. High quality is you're chewing it, more or less. It's beef, it's poultry, it's fish, it's eggs, it's Greek yogurt. Those are high quality proteins. If you are vegan or vegetarian, it's your legumes, it's your plant-based protein powder, because that's the only way you're going to, as a vegetarian or vegan, hit your numbers is by supplementing it with a protein powder, whether it's a shake or a smoothie, which I'm going to get to also. Okay, number 2 is eat smaller and more frequently. So what happens is when you eat big meals, like I have people, you know, when you join my program, I always say, how many meals a day do you want? And people are like 1, 2. I always change it and I put 3 to 5. And then they say, no, but I put 1 or 2. And I said, no, but just try 3 to 5. And they're probably like, why did you even ask? But I like to know what you guys are eating anyway. So when you're eating bigger meals, most likely you're filling up and then you don't want to eat anymore. And this goes both ways. I'm going to talk about this way and then I'm going to talk about the other way. So if you struggle with no appetite, you should start to eat more meals, maybe 3 main meals, 2 snacks, 2 main meals, 2 snacks, versus what you're doing now, because that's the way you're going to get your protein in. Because if you have no appetite, you're not going to want to eat a big ass meal, right? I love hint water too, right? You're not going to want to do that. She's like, why are you always looking at our square? And sometimes when I'm looking at the squares, I feel like I'm in that game show. What Hollywood Squares, but it's Shred Tribe Squares, right? But I do feel like I'm doing that when I pick on you guys. And Vincent, I thought he was going to be back in the meeting because he said he was going to get refocused. He's not even in here, so I can't even pick on him. but I had to make sure I said his name because he's not in here. Okay, so on the flip side, if you are always hungry and it's the opposite of no appetite, then you should be eating larger meals, because the larger meals will satiate you and you won't be looking for the next small meal. Raise your hand if you're the person that's always hungry. Raise your hand if you are never hungry, you have no appetite. Okay, well, nobody raised their hand for no appetite. I am always hungry. I can eat 24/7 if I was allowed. Juliet is always hungry too. Now, are you hungry that you feel like I need to give you more food? You're all gonna be like, no. But if you're hungry because you're not eating enough, then we need to bump up your macros. You don't want to mess up your metabolism. But if you're always that person like, I'm hungry, but I really am not that hungry, I don't need to eat, I can wait, then we're good. So if you have no appetite, smaller meals. If you have a huge appetite, try to eat larger meals, but save a little bit for snacks. All right, number 3, and this goes hand in hand with everything. Measure, don't guess. Especially if you are dialed in and really wanting to build that lean muscle. Especially if you are close to your goal weight. Being close to your goal weight is hard. Being within 10 to 15 pounds of your goal weight is harder than being 50 pounds away from your goal weight. Because now it's not just about the numbers you're eating anymore. Now it's about the quality of food and how exact and dialed in you are about what you're eating, especially if looking to build muscle. Okay, prep properly. Now, I'm not saying you need to meal prep. I want to make sure I clarify that. What I'm talking about is when you prepare food, don't use oils. Try not to use oils. Try to broil, grill, or steam your food. So I don't cook, but Mike cooks. And the other day he cooks scallops. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. It was like big scallops from Costco. It tasted really good. I saw the spray on the counter because I use olive oil spray on everything. So I saw the spray on the counter. So I'm like, oh, he must have used olive oil spray. This tastes really good. Ate it all. Soaked my broccoli in it. It was so good. Knowing that he knows I eat clean, especially because the cruise is coming up, if not for any other reason. And I was like, this is really good. What did you use to make it? He goes, oil. I wanted to vomit all the food up. Then I opened the refrigerator, and you guys were all gonna be like, I opened the refrigerator and there's low-fat creamer. So I was like, well, what did you use the creamer for? He's like, you can hardly tell. I just put a tablespoon in. That's why you didn't know. I wanted to put my fingers down my throat. I would never do that. Clarify. I don't need an intervention. But I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And he's like, show me your log and show me that you have no fats left in your day. And he was right. I had 8 fats left. He's like, I don't want to hear it. I know you can have it. It was not even a gram of fat. Or an ounce of fat, actually. So know what you're cooking with. If someone cooks for you, I poured the milk out, by the way, the low-fat creamer. I was like, do not cook with this. You can use oil, just let me know so I account for it. Because it wasn't like just cooked on it. It was like sauteed in it. Like it was like not a syrup, like a gravy almost. Okay, so measure, don't guess, prep properly. So to maximize growth, in order to change your body composition and for your general health, cook cleaner. Use seasonings. Seasonings are amazing. All right, number 5, add liquid meals to supplement your protein intake. Smoothies, shakes. If you are not a greens person, you can make like a green smoothie shake. You could take like arugula, cucumbers, green apple, everything green, and put it in a blender and use that to eat your vegetables. You could always put collagen in any of your smoothies or any of your protein shakes, and that counts as protein. Collagen is protein. Collagen is aminos. Built Bar, one of our sponsors, so we should all be buying from there. Built Bar just came out with chocolate, vanilla, and no flavor collagen. It's on the website. They're sending me some to try, so I will let you guys know what it tastes like. I did get the chocolate and the plain, so I can't tell you what the plain tastes like because it's plain. But it's up there in line with, it's the same numbers as Vital. That does not come with the spoon. I didn't know who caught that when I said that. Sometimes I think I should just be a comedian. Okay, because then I go back to things and bring them back up. You know, comedians do that. All right. Oh, so you know why I'm in such a good mood, by the way? So at Orange Theory Fitness, they're doing a recertification, and every coach had to take this 22-week course, and it was like 17 or 18 hours total, whatever, and take a test. And I took my test right before this meeting and I passed. That's why I'm so giddy, because it's like off my shoulders. All right. Number 6, prioritize your pre-workout nutrition. Thanks, Juliet. So normal people don't have to worry about this. But because we want to put muscle on, because we want to burn fat, we should think about it. So pre-workout nutrition, post-workout nutrition is way more important. We talked about when you're working out, you break down your muscle, right? You break it, you tear it. So when you get done, drink a protein shake. It'll help you with the process of synthesis of your muscles and strengthening your muscles again, repairing your muscles again, and it will stop the muscle breakdown after you get done working out. So you'll see all the bodybuilders with their shakes, you know, when they're getting ready to leave the gym and they're shaking it as they're walking out. And you probably think, oh my God, that guy's such a douche, but he probably is. But he actually is doing the right thing. He's drinking protein shakes. So yes, do that. So the next 2 things I talk about all the time: sleep and stress, right? So we should be getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep. That will help with muscle building. Hold on. What if you already had? You can have another one. Having 2 protein shakes is not bad. You just don't want to go over in your protein. So if you had a protein shake in the morning, you can have another one. You can never have too many protein shakes. I just want you to make sure you're eating versus only drinking shakes. Okay, so sleep is essential for optimal performance, recovery, and growth. Not getting enough sleep will stop your muscle building hormones. It will stunt your recovery. It will decrease your energy levels. It will decrease your motivation, and it will decrease your focus. So I have ways to get sleep or get better sleep. They say that 3 p.m. is the time for everybody's clock. So I used to say I could drink 2 espressos before I go to sleep at night and go right to sleep and have no problem. I can't anymore. But the time that they say for everyone is 3 p.m. Stop the caffeine at 3 p.m. and you'll get better sleep. Eliminate blue light 2 hours before bed. Computer, iPads, even if you wear blue light glasses. I mean, I guess that wouldn't matter. I mean, you could do that, but then I'll get into something else. Create a bedtime ritual. Raise your hand if you have a bedtime ritual. Beautiful. If you don't have a bedtime ritual and you would like that as a habit, let me know. I can add it to your profile as a habit that you click off after you do it. Avoid texting, emails, and social media before bed. Who lays in bed and looks at their phone before they go to sleep? How many times have you done this and your phone fell on your face? Never? She's calling you out. I've done it, so I know. And I'm like, oh my God, I fell asleep. Let me check that email. Like, why, right? Okay. Take a warm bath or shower. That will help your body regulate to go to sleep. And try sleepy tea. I'm a huge advocate on tea. I drink skinny tea. I drink tea all the time. I don't really know why I drink skinny tea, but I feel like it's going to make me skinny because it's called skinny tea. But it has it's like a detox. It doesn't make me go to the bathroom. Now, Naseem, who is in the Shred Tribe, who's not on here, she takes it and it like helps her to no end. Lauren and Stacy also. That's why I started taking it. Everybody's like, oh, it cleans you out. I could do like 2 packets in my water and 2 pouches, nothing. But sleepy tea, I do take the Sleepy Time chamomile tea. Sometimes I'll do the extra strength if I'm wired like I am tonight. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to stress because I have a bunch of stuff I want to talk about stress, but now we have don't skip food already logged and accounted for. I hear it all the time. Oh, I put an apple in, I put this in, I just got a chance to eat it. It's in your log because it hits your numbers. You have to eat what you log or switch it. I talked about collagen. So real quick, BCAAs are your essential aminos. So when you take BCAAs, it helps with your muscle recovery, muscle growth. It helps with muscle soreness. BCAAs can be put in your water, however you want to do it. I drink BCAAs. Usually, I try to drink my BCAAs with my electrolytes in the morning. Sometimes I drink BCAAs all day long. Depends on if I have any electrolytes left because mine has flavor. But if you want the link for the one I use, I will send it to you. I buy everything from Amazon. So just message me and let me know. And then of course, collagen is in BCAAs and that you need for your joints, your ligaments, and your connective tissue, which all is your muscles, right? Goes to your muscles. Okay, stress. So we talked about this last week. I'm going to hit on it very lightly. Cortisol is a hormone released by the body whenever we are stressed. In short bursts, during a tough workout, cortisol will be very helpful as it helps mobilize glucose and fatty acids to be used in your body. It also increases alertness and dials in focus. However, when cortisol is chronically elevated, things start to get a little wacky. So when things start to get a little bit wacky, we have decreased muscle protein synthesis, which means your muscles don't grow. We have increased muscle protein breakdown. Oh, my battery's gonna die. Increased muscle protein breakdown. Hold on, let me plug this in real quick. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Hold on. Now I'm gonna be out of breath when I get back up here. Let me just plug this in real quick. Okay. So we have disrupted energy metabolism. This is all when you're stressed. Impaired sleep, poor mind and mood and motivation, increased fat sources, and reduced muscle recovery when you are stressed. So of course, we all have stress. There's no way that we don't have stressors in our lives. However, there's ways that you can just calm down your stress. Yoga, meditation, breath work, listen to calming music. Eliminate the people that are in your life that are stressing you out. Just kidding, don't do that. We'll all be living on a Shred Tribe bus by ourselves. Wouldn't that be so funny? Okay, so out of the things that I said for building muscle, raise your hand if you feel like you do at least 5 of those things. Good, good. Raise your hand if you think you're doing 6 of those things. You're like, let me count. Oh, you guys took notes? I love that you wrote things down. Raise your hand if you did 7 of those things. Awesome. All right. So our goal is all the things I mentioned to try to get to do all of them eventually. You know, you're not going to be able to do them all at one time, like I said, but that ultimately will be your goal. A lot of us are doing those things already. but working towards them, getting all your protein in is probably one of the most important things. If you're not getting shout outs for your nutrition, besides Juliet, I got to figure out why. Juliet should be getting a shout out every single day. I got all these messages. Can you add this? Can you add that? If you're not getting a shout out in nutrition, I can't see that. Are you sending me a love note? Oh, hi, Stacy. Oh yeah, if you're not getting a nutrition, sorry, squirrel. If you're not getting a nutrition shout out, make sure that you message me and let's try to figure out why you're not getting one. I mean, I could tell you why. You're not within 10% of your protein, carbs, and fats usually. So if I say 20 and you have 9 left, you're probably not going to get a shout out. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to block you both from not looking at each other now. Danae is like a kid in her kindergarten class, 100%. Okay. I got dogs. It's like a full ring circus on the Zoom today. We had a unicorn. All right. Does anybody have anything they want to share? I decided I'm going to start doing that for the last minute or two. Nobody wants to share anyway, but I just feel like I should be nice and ask. All right. I love seeing your smiling faces. I love that we had double digits on here tonight. Hopefully you guys will all be here for the meeting for next week. I don't know what the topic is yet, but I will have one. I promise. If there's a topic that you guys want to hear, let me know and I will get the information together for you guys. Hopefully I'll know it already, but if not, I will research it and bring it to the table. So have a wonderful Wednesday night. We got 4 weeks and then the next session starts. You know, I'll start asking about when I get back from my trip. Oh no, I'll be asking while I'm on my trip if you're staying on, because that's the session starts a week after I get back. And that's how I know how many people I'm taking on as new. All right, so if you're on and this is your first session, your prices go down every session. If you refer somebody, you get $10, whether it's credit, Venmo, Zelle, whatever you want to do with it, for every person that you refer that starts. If you see a post, please share my posts. That's how I grow, by people getting referred. So like Tammy's post, if you can share it, all that kind of stuff, I would greatly appreciate it. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys all have an amazing night. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, everyone. Remember, always be badass.